It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Dobbins. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Jackson. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Fournette, a first down carry. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Inside handoff now to Fournette. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready to throw on 3rd and 1.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Leonard Fournette.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On third down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Play action. It's Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his left.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Second down at 4.
Jackson will throw again. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
Dobbins is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On second and goal, Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Suck up for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Ravens 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And take it right on the 30.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Hey, 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Russell Gage in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Jamel Dean.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On 1st down, Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team is.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David.
And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, go 66.
Here's Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack, Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Fourth down, here's Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw again is Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
2nd down and goal. Jackson, throw right side, taken in by Wallace. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Fournette. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the gut, Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And really, it looked at times.